Hello, my friends. How you doing? This is Dr. B, the best you can find. Dr. B has been in medicine for 30 years and he cares about you. I do care about you, genuinely care about you and your health, of course. Today, I want to talk to you about a nasty stuff, that nasty food that 90% of my family members and 90% of the world population put into their body, and that is called processed meat. Processed meat is full of carcinogen. I want you, next time that you go to the store, whichever store you go, you buy your meat, look at how the meat is red. Nice and beautiful, shiny red. Have you noticed that? They put the red meat, different types of meat, ground beef, regular beef, any type of beef, any type of meat, nice and beautiful color. How come that the beef, whether it's ground or not, how come it's nice and beautiful red color, shiny red color? Well, the answer is very, very clear. It's full of what we call a carcinogen that we call nitrates or nitrites. It's a food preservative that becomes actually a carcinogen. Nitrates and nitrites are not by themselves carcinogen. They are food preservatives and they are present everywhere. In a lot of processed food, they help the food industry to preserve the food for a long shelf life. So they put nitrates and nitrites in the food, in the meat that we eat, and it gives the meat a beautiful red color, right? You see the ground beef that you love to buy, or the beef that you buy at the store, nice and cold, nice and fresh, nice and beautiful red, full of nitrates and nitrites. Once you eat nitrates and nitrites in your stomach, right, the nitrates and nitrites convert into a carcinogen that we call nitrosamine. And that is a disaster. And that causes what? Stomach cancer. No wonder why the incidence of stomach cancer is rising over the last decades. Because the food industry is getting away with murder. They put these nasty nitrates and nitrites in everything, in every food that we eat, but especially as a preservative in meat. And people eat that. The nitrates or nitrites in their stomach become nitrosamine. And nitrosamine is a group 1 carcinogen. Group 1, not group 2, not group 3, not group 4. Group 1 carcinogen of the International Agency for Research on Cancer, IARC. IARC, International Agency for Research on Cancer, that was created in 1965 in the city of Lyon in France. 1965. So the IARC, International Agency for Research on Cancer, has 4 groups of carcinogen, right? Tobacco, alcohol, blah, 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 are in the group 1. And who else is in the group 1? Nitrates and nitrites. Right? Because once you eat nitrates and nitrites, they become nitrosamine. Group 1 carcinogen causes stomach cancer. And as I told you in one of my previous videos, stomach cancer is a bad cancer to have, because by the time it gets diagnosed, because it's a deep organ, right? Your stomach is deep. By the time the patient starts to have pain and blah, 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 it's already late. The cancer is already a stage 3 or 4. So the only solution is to do chemotherapy and remove the whole stomach, and then people cannot hope for a cure. They can hope for maybe maybe thanks to immunotherapy and chemotherapy and blah, 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 for a temporary reprieve from cancer, but eventually cancer comes back. So it's a bad cancer to have. Stay away, guys, from processed meat. Next time you order a pepperoni pizza, look at all this beautiful pepperoni that is on the topping, right? Beautiful pepperoni. It tastes so good. It's full of salt and nitrosamine. Full of salt, nitrate and nitrites, and of course the nitrates and nitrites become nitrosamine in your stomach. Pepperoni tastes so good on your pizza, doesn't it? But it's processed food, and it's nasty. That pepperoni in your stomach will give rise to a lot of nitrosamine. And nitrosamine eventually, over many years, a few years to many years, will cause you to have stomach cancer. Guys, stay away from processed food. Stay away from processed meat. Cook your own food. Cook your own meat. Cook your own everything. Do everything yourself. Now, sometime when you go out, it's okay. You can have some processed food. Why not? But it's hard to escape unless you do your own food at home. Next time, guys, for those of you who are hunters, I would like you to compare how fresh meat that was just hunted in a deer, in any animal that you will hunt. Wild boar, the meat from a wild boar, the meat from a deer that you hunt. When it's fresh, you will see it is red, but it's not nice and bright red, shiny red like the meat or beef, right? Sheep meat, beef meat. It's not nice and bright, shiny red, right? It is red, but it's not shiny and bright red. It's kind of darkish red, right? There is absolutely no reason for healthy meat, right? Whether it's beef, sheep, whether it's wild boar, any red meat to be nice and shiny and red. Wow, my God, look at this color. So let me get that one and feed my family with this meat. It's full of nitrates and nitrites, preservatives. It has been processed to attract you to buy it. And of course, it prolongs the shelf life so that they can sell it for many weeks to come and poison the people. Stay away, guys, from that. Remember, I care for you. I care about you. And this is Dr. B. I'm always available. Ask me question down there in the comments, whatever question you have. I will get back to you. It might take me some time because I'm so busy with work and everything. But I care about you. And I'm a doctor. I'm not in medicine for the glory or the money. I'm in medicine because I love medicine. I love the human body. I get fascinated by studying the human body, its physiology, anatomy, pathology, diseases, whatever you want to imagine about this complex human body that we have. Stay away from processed food, processed meat. It's poison. So that you can enjoy a long retirement and so that you can retire and be among the 30%, 1/3 only of Americans who not only have enough money in the bank, but have enough health to enjoy their retirement. 1/3 of Americans retire unhealthy and don't enjoy their retirement because they have poor health. They are always sick. They have heart attack, stroke, cancer, blah, 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 blah. And 1/3 retire with not enough money, so they cannot travel and enjoy life, even though they are healthy. Try to be among the 1/3 of Americans who have enough decent money in the bank, pensions, blah, 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 to be able to retire, but also have enough health, right? To age gracefully and to be able to retire the 20, 25, 30, 35 years of retirement that you have ahead of you. I love you all, and it's a pleasure and a privilege to be part of your long journey towards health and recovery and everything. God bless you all. Thank you so much.